Oh, ho, ho. Ooh. Holy shit. No, we haven't even... I haven't even reacted to this yet, either. Anyway, let's do a reaction to this while we're here. I mean, shit. Bloody Warner Bros.
Your dog from parasites should be easy. That's why more Australian pet owners choose the NextGuard Spectra.
Specific to me. I don't even have a dog. Go ads. I thought they're supposed to be tailored. They haven't gone that far yet. Oh shit! I've watched 30 seconds supposedly. That's a lie. Mortal Kombat. New Mortal Kombat. More Mortal Kombat. Guys, it's the 30th year of Mortal Kombat. We have not had any announcements. We've had nothing for Mortal Kombat. In its 30th year. I've been playing this shit for 30 years. I feel old now. But I've been there since frickin', not necessarily day one, but the first year. I remember Mortal Kombat 1 in the arcades, man. It was huge. It just dominated my life. Dominated the 90s. Had a bit of a slump on its PS2 days and brought back in the PS3 360 days, and it just keeps getting stronger and stronger and better and better. Oh my god, Mortal Kombat, you're on the biggest roll of your life, and we've heard nothing for 2 years. What the hell? So this is your big 30th announcement trailer? We'll watch that next. This is the 30th year announcement trailer. Wait, my god. I saw it and I'm like, I have to do a reaction thing. And now this thing pops up. Snowblind, new 3D animated thing. They've been alright. I liked Scorpion's Revenge. The Battle of the Realms or whatever. That was alright. 7 out of 10 or so. But yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was alright. They fit way too much story in such a small time. Like, what are you doing? Just make more of them. There's so many awesome stories. And also they announced the next one after this. It's like a Johnny Cage cartoon one. So, hell yeah. Johnny Cage is up there for like best characters in the Mortal Kombat universe. Yeah, Johnny Cage. Probably in the top 5, I reckon. For me anyway. Johnny Cage is classic, man. So yeah, what's this one about?
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
All lived together. Then the wars came.
God damn, that looks Nickelodeon as shit. Why? It looks terrible. What happened to your budget? What is this shit?
And you ran off into your little
Whoa, Ferritor! Hell yeah. Really? Ferritor. Oh, Cab Sav.
Now you're scared for your life.
Who the hell's that? Cobra. No generic character.
All you have to do is pledge your loyalty. All kneel before King Kano.
King Kano? King Ozzy Bogan? Really? King Kano. King Kano. Wow. Holy shit. That was Shang Tsung though. He's there with him. Cabal. Who is that? With the blonde. Blondie Fritz. And chick that looks kind of like Shiva, but she's not Shiva. She's not Shiva. Just outlaws. Black Dragon. Black Dragon. Who is this generic ass character?
My eyes.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It's Kenshi. That's not how he got blind, is it? Is that official law? Kenji blindness? He got blinded by Shang Tsung's soul well? I could see.
I, Kenshi Takahashi, want to be the greatest fighter to ever exist.
I will teach you to use
The animation is definitely a downgrade from the last two. Yeah, you reckon?
senses. To live, not to die. To be the best.
I mean, none of them looks bad,
Take
but
your stance.
it's looking a bit Defenders of the Realm.
Let's protect Earthrealm and end this right now.
This is my fight.
Storm's coming.
Your souls are mine. Without that sword, you're nothing.
Was that a tremor? Was that tremor? Holy shit, Kenshi Tremor?
You want a challenge? Good.
Time to die.
Young Shang Tsung? Whoa, okay, slicing bullets.
Those with power, no one stands a chance.
What's the snow blind?
Is it just me, or is it getting a little bit nippy out here?
He's here. And there is nothing you can do to stop him.
Oh shit, Subsy! Whoa, 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 ads, ads. Ooh, that looks delicious.
And perfect Italiano is perfect for that. Not so good for that, but for a brilliant bake, they'll
That
love to
kid
bits.
just
Perfect Italiano
cheesed the
is
shit out of
perfect
his
for that.
drawing. Holy dicks. Can we go back, please?
Is it just me, or is it getting a
It's
little
just
bit
bloody
nippy out
me,
here?
or is it getting a bit nipply out here?
He's here. And there is nothing you can do to stop him.
Sub-Zero's just blowing dudes away. Sick ass cover. Imagine if the cartoon looked like this. Like a Magic the Gathering card constantly. Please. Oh, that's good. It's got a hard R. Hard R is always good. Strong bloody violence and gore throughout and brief language. There'll be an F-bomb. S-bomb. Snowblind. Manny. Ed Boon. Judd Tobias. Hell yeah. Produced and directed by Rick Morales. This is the dude from frickin' Ghostbusters? Rick Moranis? No. It's fine. Alright. Oh! What was that? I heard a bidoo. Have we lost... We've lost everything again.
15 minutes later.
Yeah, I know there's a freaking phone call, but stuff to do. Alright, I'm running there now. Cut. I'm sorry. Oh, I love technology. Technology. It's the best. So internet just decided it would explode. Sorry, it hurts me as much as it hurts you. Anyway. But me more. Alright, Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary. I was there from the beginning. Mortal Kombat 1, 1992. Holy shit, man. It was in my rugby club. Played the shit out of it. Spent so much money playing Mortal Kombat 1. It was amazing. The Fatals. Go back and play it now and it's terrible, I know. But back then, oh my god. And they released, finally, Ed Boon, NetherRealm. NetherRealm Studios released a thing. There's gotta be something this year. I mean, how could you disgrace Mortal Kombat so on its 30th with nothing? Nothing! Alright, here we go. Mortal Kombat trailer. I should probably let it load a little bit. It's 720. What do you mean 720? Why is this not in 4K? Here we go. Intense gore? I doubt it.
This one arcade game that we made in 1992 has managed to spawn off all these different forms.
Defenders of the Realm! Defenders of the Realm! Oh, shit. Alright. And we'll go there. We're going to go there. And the destruction of my YouTube channel from Defenders of the Realm. Here we go. Are we turning these things off? They're closed captions, aren't they?
Liu Kang, it is an honor to duel with you.
Is it possible that the past and future are colliding? It has begun!
Woo! Oh shit!
Impressive.
Nice. Jaxie, baby.
Fight!
30 years of combat. That's sick!
You know.
You just seen this shit, right? These transitions! Almost like ripping me off! You bastards, Warner Brothers!
12 seconds later.
Soldier cool loud. You don't show respect.
Oh, that transition. That's what I do!
Cool loud. You don't show respect.
Can I sue Warner Brothers now? God damn. Hello, Bridget Wilson. Jesus. Hello. Mortal Kombat movie. I love that movie. It's still the best video game movie. It's Mortal Kombat original. Oh, so good. Oh my god, the transitions!
Well, look at the two of us.
Surprised to see me? I will make you regret it.
Legacy! Oh, hell yeah, that was awesome too. Yes! Mortal Kombat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. What do you mean? Enter full screen, you turd. This is history right here. This right here is the reason my channel is dead. It all makes sense now. It's actually legit now. It's legit. It exists. It exists. It exists. This is why my channel got shut down. Anyway, here's the story. I own the legit copy of this on DVD. I ripped it. I made it full HD and shit. Like resurrected it from the dead because it hasn't existed for 20 fucking years. And then I added like actual fatalities and shit to it. And like integrated it into the show because the show sucks ass. And we all wanted gore and stuff in it. That's why all the new Mortal Kombat cartoons exist now. But I made this with frickin' Mortal Kombat fatalities and shit from the game. Wait, what? What do you mean play now? What? Where do we play that now? Where do we legit play Mortal Kombat now? Anyway, back to this shit. And I put it on YouTube. It was there for like 6 years. And I would make one like every couple months sort of thing. And then Warner Brothers shut me down. They gave me 2 strikes on my channel. They could have shut me down. And then the sneaky buggers steal all my shit. And completely rip off the shit I was doing. That's the shit I was doing. That is legit the shit I'm doing. Alright, now we need to find this shit.
Hey, can you
look how good this shit looks! Cabal episode. This episode's killer. Alright, let's... Yeah, probably because they didn't even get this far, Warner Brothers. Did I even add anything? I did. Here we go. Just random shit like this. Watch. And I put this shit on YouTube. And see, not even their editing makes any sense. That's legit what it cuts into. This is why my channel got shut down. Cab Sav coming in.
Cabal.
The show makes no sense to do.
You all need time to recharge after your battle.
So you can legit buy this shit. Does it say digital or does it say to buy? Or to stream? Oh, here we go. Alright, here we go. Here's another little cut. Oosh! There you go. Basically, that's what I did for the entire series. It took me fucking ages, man. Forever.
Bye-bye, baby.
Splice that shit in.
Bad time.
Sonya, she's gonna do something. Are they, though? 'Cause at this point, I'm like, I'm not gonna repeat shit. See, I didn't even put a thing there. I didn't even put a thing there. Show sucks. Blow his legs off. That'll do. Yes.
We meet again. Miss me?
You get the idea. Get the idea.
Not as much as you're gonna miss your teeth. Bye, baby.
Wow. Cabal, do something awesome. Yeah! Is his front half flying through the portal? You get the idea. That's what I did, basically. What do you reckon? Game Awards, they got to announce something like a 1, 2, 3 remake? What do you reckon about the remakes, though? Do you reckon they're gonna do 1, 2, and 3? Or I reckon they should just do trilogy. You know what I mean? Just remake trilogy with all the characters, but just do all the levels. I guess what trilogy did anyway, because trilogy had all the levels. Just make trilogy again, but put all the fatalities from 1 and 2 into trilogy. I mean, come on. Give them all like 5 fatals. All the animalities, babalities, friendships. I would buy the shit out of that. I would even buy, even if they remade 1, 2, and 3 again. What is this, though? What is... Am I missing something? Is this on Steam? Is this on Steam? Is this... Because you can't even buy this on a new gen. Is this finally now on PS5? Xbox Series X? Because I know these are. These are both PS5, Xbox Series. But is this? Because this is still 360 game. I still got it. Where is it? That's not it. That's not it, but remake of this, please. Where's the remake of this? Shaolin Spunks. Frickin' Liu Kang, Kung Lao, hell yeah. What do you mean play now? Is this just snuck in to an Xbox somewhere near you or PS5? We have to investigate this. Or is it on Steam? Oh my god, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe Defenders of the Realm. Own it! It is Own It! Own it where? Google Play? No, that doesn't exist anymore. Wow, that sucks, right? Apple iStore? Something? Is it HD or is it the shitty DVD version? Or is it my version that they stole from me? Warner Brothers... Come on now. Legacy. Legacy was sick, eh? I gotta go back and watch that. Do I even own that? I don't even know if I own that or if that even got released in Australia. Maybe it did, but they had 2 seasons. It was pretty good. First one was way better than the second one from memory. I remember the first one. I don't really remember the second one. Sort of like this movie as well. I remember the first one. I don't really remember this one. So anyway, this cartoon is from 1996. It got a release in Europe or only Australia on DVD. It never came to like America, like any of those places. It didn't exist. Only in Australia. I've literally got them. I've got the legit copies on DVD. I ripped it. I made it full like HD 4K scan on it, and added that shit that I showed you. You want more of that? Well, shit. I gotta blank you. It's already blank. Has this been blank the whole time? It's been blank the whole time, hasn't it? It's black screen. You guys have been telling me the whole time, haven't you? You guys have been telling me the whole time. Why isn't my phone telling me? I'm looking at the stream on my phone right here. It's not telling me. Well, I'll put this on YouTube and I'll just superimpose all this shit that was on the screen and all the shit I was saying. So did you guys not even see the cartoon? Has it been black screen since I showed the cartoon? You guys didn't see the cartoon, did you? Yeah!
And so it shall be, my pet. 3 hours hence, the pool of prophecy.
Oh, it's the Quan Chi episode.
Let's go, Striker.
Why is Striker not back in the game? There you go. I'm not even kidding. This show is edited like this. It is terrible. Sub-Z! Jackson's...
Where'd you 2 learn to fight? Watching Kung Fu theater?
Yeah, they did. Night Wolf, what the hell are you doing? Alright, we gotta see some... Oh, something died.
From my realm. Sonya, you fool!
Oh! She's glued back together. Hey, it happens. This is what happens in Mortal Kombat. What did she even do? That's fighting now.
Stop it!
Stop it now, guys!
Find the honor.
Stop fighting!
Fight the darkness.
Fight the darkness. You're right, Nightwolf. Such good messages in this show. How the hell was Mortal Kombat a kids show? So yeah, since 1996, you have not been able to get Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm until now. Until right now. Luke Perry is Sub-Zero. I need Luke Perry. What? And Ron Perlman and shit, like Hellboy and... Whoa! Oh, who else is in it? Clancy. Clancy Brown. You can not even tell that anything is happening in this show.
Going somewhere?
Cup my balls. Oh yeah, Robocop cartoon. There was like Rambo. There was heaps of weird shit like that.
Combat time!
Combat! Alright. Is there more trailers? Is there more announcements? Is there more shit announced? 10 hours ago? What the hell? Is this skippable?
30
Oh
years
my
ago,
God.
Mortal Kombat bicycle kicked its way into the arcade scene with spine-ripping fervor and opened up the scope of fighting games to a broader audience.
sounds
What was
like
designed to be the darker, grittier Street
completionist.
Fighter and full-on nightmare for parent organizations took on a life of its own, spinning off movies, cartoons, world tours, in a total of 24 games so far. The gore, the catchphrases,
Friendship.
and the broader accessibility captivated an entire generation. There's something so satisfying about landing a fatality in your opponent and watching them
it's
turn
the
into a
best.
pile of meat, which might be part of the reason why
That was legit, like, the whole thing. Like, right there, what he just said, and I was like, I need to just make a video. Somehow, I need to make a video of these fatalities, stitch them all together, and I basically did that. That's almost why I started YouTube, almost 10 years ago now. I've got all the fatality reels. They take forever. Oh my god. Go check them out. They're on the channel. From 1 to 11.
the series
All on there.
is still so popular 30.
All without that flawless victory. All that bullshit at the end, you know? It just goes straight into it. Seamless transitions. It's almost the best on YouTube unless you want a 4K one. Sorry. They're 1080p, but they're the best ones of the 1080p's.
Years later. With Mortal Kombat 11 returning the franchise to form in 2019 and a new movie released in 2021,
Brutalities.
the Scorpion stands are here to stay. X-Play's own Danny Pena fulfilled a childhood dream of talking to co-creator Ed Boon about the
When?
creation of Mortal Kombat, its
Sonya!
legacy, and what's next for the series.
The legend, Ed Boon
Ledge.
here, is the vice
Hey.
president and also director at Nelda.
What a legend, eh? Like, still going. Still going. After 30 years, man. This guy, like, lives and breathes this shit every day.
Nelson Studios,
So
man.
jelly.
Ed, welcome to the show, man. Thank you to be on here.
Probably would have
X-Play,
had a
man.
couple years.
Thank you
on
very
this.
much. Yeah,
They did
I'm
Injustice
very
and
excited.
shit
This
for
is
a while.
a real exciting time for us, you know, with
But more MK is as big as it's ever been, man. Like, their next game has to be an MK game. What do you reckon the next game is from NetherRealm? Is it somehow? I reckon it's gonna be MK versus DC. Somehow, I just think that it's gonna be that for some weird reason. It's just gonna come, boom. MK
Mortal
versus
Kombat
DC.
reaching this
If it's
huge
MK12,
milestone. So
I will love it.
It's
If it's
always
Injustice
fun
3,
to kind of reminisce
yeah.
about what's been going on for the last 30
DC
years.
versus
Yeah, even before
Marvel,
you started,
then-
working on games. I
Wow.
know you were also involved.
If it's
with
some
the
Marvel
pinball
thing,
back in
wow.
the early days. I was there actually at the DICE Awards, which you got your Hall of Fame award, and congratulations, by the way. That was
It's been so quiet on the MK front, though. It's been like 2 years since Aftermath or Ultimate or whatever it is. It's been freaking forever, it feels, man.
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing Mortal Kombat.
That's
I remember
crazy.
seeing from the original arcade game, seeing a long line of people just getting ready to play. We'll always
That
put up
line,
our
man.
quarters right on the screen, getting ready for the next round.
There's always
everything.
people surrounding
and,
that
and I started
arcade.
playing a lot, and my top characters was Scorpio and also Liu Kang. So, how was the process of coming up?
Worst fatality, though, in the game. Oh, Liu Kang's was terrible. It was awesome on the pit. Other than that, terrible.
Up with the characters back in those days? Because I know there's a lot of Easter eggs, and especially recently, you've been posting a lot of videos and stories.
Is there a
of how was it.
compilation of something like that? There's got to be someone that's ripped all Ed Boon's Twitter shit into a YouTube video. Because he always posts, like, behind the scenes footage and stuff that I never really see. And he's been, like, smashing it recently because it's 30 years of MK. Come on.
Working on coming up with the characters back then. There's a lot also personal Easter eggs about these characters related to you too, and also your family and your team. So can you give us a couple of Easter eggs that you've been revealing now the past year to celebrate the 30th anniversary?
I have videos of all of the I guess you can call it motion capture, but we were really kind of digitizing real people. And as you just watch the video, you can really see the how much fun it was to put things together. How at the end of the day it was really cutting edge for its time, and how that was really kind of
crazy
redefining, you know, what a character was in a game, in a fighting game, was really kind of redefined, because you know we had a backstory for each character, and that really gave them a little bit more layers, depth with them. That coupled with the
do you reckon that was just like an afternoon shoot, like just to get all that footage for the game? Striker, which eventually saved as Jax. Oh, okay. Whoa. He talked about how they came up with Sonya. They had a character called Striker. They eventually saved as Jax and then reused the name for Curtis. Ooh. Crazy. Jax, Striker, Curtis. Wow.
Cool things that they do, right? Throwing a spear, freezing somebody, you know, lightning, all these kind of supernatural things.
Boom! Hell yeah.
The combination of those.
That was the arcade fatality. Because the Super Nintendo one, he zaps into dust in the skull. I still don't mind that, actually. That's kind of cool, that fatal.
To really kind of elevate what it meant for the definition of a character in the game. And that's I think that's really what kind of set Mortal Kombat apart.
Yeah, which one was the first character you came up with, and also which one was the last from that group?
The first character we came up with was officially it was Van Damme. You know, we wanted to make a Van Damme video game, and when that kind of fell through, we changed Van Damme to Johnny Cage, and then the last character we did was Sonya Blade, because we went on test in an arcade. The game did really well, but it only had 6 characters, and there were no female characters in the game, which you know, when I think back now, that was really odd that we didn't think to put a female fighter in there.
Yeah.
And it became clear that we needed to, so we rearranged things, and so the character that was going to be Jax, Curtis Striker, had all the, you know, just changed forms a few times, and eventually ended up being Sonya Blade.
That's awesome. That's Striker, awesome. I remember trying out Sonya Blade for the first time too, man. Like, I remember even back then when you guys released the consoles version of Mortal Kombat, there was a huge...
Oh god, I remember the console versions. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's the same price as we pay today. It was $120 for Mortal Kombat. I always remember that. Like, all those games were like $100. But for some reason, Mortal Kombat was 120. Why? I don't know. It's a freaking fighting game, for God's sake. You can finish it in like 10 minutes or something, and the game's over. But for some reason, Mortal Kombat was just 120. It was just so weird, man.
Huge debate with the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis versions. I remember
the huge debates.
And I'm debating with my friends.
Yeah. Oh god, the ads. Yeah, the full debates as well. I mean, it looked way better on Super Nintendo, but the Saturn had not the Saturn. Jesus, what am I talking about?
It's like, well,
Genesis had the gore.
Super Nintendo version has blood, you know, and we'll talk about that
and
stuff.
The head rip.
I was also working on that, you know, from arcade going to consoles, and how difficult was it for you guys to like, oh man, we can't add blood the Super Nintendo version, man, but at least we could do it for the Sega Genesis.
You know, for the players, it was interesting because
it was harder to make it
that became part of like the console wars, right?
Look
like,
how terrible that looks.
The Genesis versus Super Nintendo, and the Genesis had, you know, a check on their column because they had the violence and the blood, even though the graphics weren't as sharp as they were on the Super Nintendo.
Nowhere near as good.
The Genesis was the authentic version of Mortal Kombat, and it played better too. It played considerably better, in my opinion. So that was a really frustrating point from our perspective, because the Super Nintendo version was watered down. It didn't play as well,
fatality,
and it was
god, the foot.
But it visually was the prettiest version. So we really thought that there was a potential sweet spot that they could have nailed, and they ended up doing it in Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2's version played better. It had the fatalities.
That was so good on this.
And it was,
MK2.
you know, in my eyes, it was kind of making up for the first Mortal Kombat because it was, you know, kind of making up for the sins of the past.
Yeah.
How surprised were you guys when this game became a hit back in those days? You know, there was a lot of fighting games, you know, Street Fighter, there was the SNK games.
What was it? I think it was Cinemasker did a good video on the Mortal Kombat, all the different versions. He went through like every one and tested it. I'm pretty sure it was Cinemasker, but that was a good video. But goddamn, yeah, and like the music as well was different on every game. Because Sega used more like MIDI stuff. I don't know. It was crazy in depth. Anyway.
Back then.
Go watch that if
How
you're
surprised were you
interested
guys when this got released and you're hearing
there's
the
probably
stories
heaps of videos
so
on
many
YouTube
people
about
playing the arcade version.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Because look, now
2 was
even you
pretty
talk
well
to the
across
regular
the
person
board.
that doesn't even play games. They
same.
know about Mortal Kombat, you know, and then after that, movie came out. I think there was also a Broadway show. I believe the 90s too. I can't
Broadway
remember,
show
but,
Mortal Kombat. What?
It became a huge mainstream success, man.
It was something that took us, certainly I know it took me a long time to finally accept. You know, there was a number of moments that when Acclaim, for instance, they told us they were going to spend $10 million on the ad campaign for the game. And I remember at CES they brought me up to one of their booth and they showed me the TV commercial where everybody, you know, the kids are yelling, Mortal Kombat! And I had turned to them and was kind of like, you know, I don't know. I think you're expecting a little too much from this game. And to their credit, they saw something bigger than I anticipated. And they pushed it and they raised it, in my opinion.
Oh, you found another mythology.
You know, kind of pop culture, mainstream, you know, exposure. And the same thing happened with the movie. So the movie came out. We were thinking, you know, oh wow, you're really going to make a movie about this game, and we had our hesitations, and then that movie was huge. So it was the last thing we were expecting was that this was going to be something as big as it was.
Do you guys have planned anything else for the rest of the year?
I guess I can't specifically say what we're doing, just because we want to, you know, we do have something planned. It's going to be fun. I hope people don't expect
You're running out of time.
Too much in terms of, you know, announcing our next game, announcing, you know, because we haven't even announced what it was, if it's going to be a Mortal Kombat game or Injustice and whatnot. But it is something that we will.
He just said we can't say if it's a Mortal Kombat game or an Injustice game. Cue the Mexican girl from the ad. Get on ese plano. Why can't we have both? And like MK vs DC. MK vs DC. Can you see it? Can you see it? MK vs DC 2. It would kind of be awesome. As long as they could kill each other. Surely Warner Brothers would let them. Because Warner Brothers, man, they would be hounding the shit out of them. They're like, we want a superhero fighting game because we can't make movies properly, so you gotta make the game for us. You gotta make the cool movie that we can't make properly. NetherRealm, do it. While NetherRealm are like, well, we want to make Mortal Kombat. Well, why not have both? Please, be MK vs. DC. Or MK, whichever, one of those.
Acknowledge at some
Not Injustice,
point, you know,
don't make
big of a
Injustice 3,
deal.
please.
30 years.
Please.
So many of the fans have been with us literally for 30 years. You know, somebody playing the game when they were 18 years old now is 48 years old, right? Like it's so weird to do the math. You know, we were
that's us. Hello.
4 guys in our 20s.
Except I was a kid when the first
working on, you know, this game
so
that
it was
we
even
had
more
no
like
idea
my
was
mind
gonna
is
be
blown.
So big, and I would have
My
never
tiny
guessed
mind
in a
could
million
not
years that
handle
30
this
years
shit.
later it would be bigger than it originally was. It's just crazy. I'm
Keeps
still
growing.
shocked by it.
Yeah, and you know, as a Latino and also Dominican, I was very surprised that you were also Dominican. I had no idea. I just found this out a couple years back, and I'm so proud to see that because you know, in the industry, you usually don't hear about that a lot, and I feel like it is important to talk about that. Like, you know, now it's Hispanic Heritage Month. Like, how important it is to see more Latinos also to be involved in the gaming industry and in different ways, from content creation to development. How important is that to you?
It's very important. And some people don't realize that John Tobias is also Latino, and so you know that the two of us really were great, you know, creative partners in it, and the fact that, you know,
Legends
Mortal Kombat
among
is
men.
kind of created by two Latinos is really something that isn't really talked about much, but I think should be, and it's something that we're very proud of, and we're you know, it's been great to kind of carry the torch over these last 30 years, just representing in a sense.
Hell yeah,
right?
where is
All
John
right,
now? What's he
I know
doing?
the Dominicans are probably not gonna. Was there any other fighting games that was very influential for you as a gamer that helped you to develop, you know, past Mortal Kombat games?
Yes, I think we have to give credit to Street Fighter, and before that, Karate Champ, right? Like, those were the two games. I'm sure there were others, but those were the two that really kind of broke through and
Lines
made
at Time
that
Zone.
genre,
Oh my god.
something that,
For the
you know,
lock-ins.
in a lot of ways people think of as saving the arcade. So Street Fighter was great. It
That
had,
game
you know, big
sucks.
characters
Street
on the
Fighter
screen.
2. Oh,
We
yeah.
saw it, and we're thinking, you know, it would be, there's room to make another kind of grittier,
Street Fighter 2 is
you know,
still
bad
good to
boy
this day.
version of Street Fighter, and that was kind of our goal in the beginning. But we always did acknowledge the doors that Street Fighter opened, and hopefully, you know, Mortal Kombat opened doors for other fighting games, kind of solidifying that genre of game.
Yeah, how you guys came up with the concept of fatalities and all the other stuff you could do at the end
We
of
just
the
need gore,
game.
something.
Was that something that was planned from the beginning?
No, it wasn't planned from the beginning at all. The fatalities came about because in Street Fighter there was a way to
Dizzy.
make your opponent dizzy, right? Like, you hit them a bunch of times and then they get dizzy, and you're basically, while they're dizzy, you get a free hit, and that drove me insane in terms of being the victim. Like, just knowing that you get a free hit was just
That's awesome.
the worst feeling in the world, and being the attacker and getting a free hit was the best feeling in the world. So we moved the dizzy part to the end of the fight, right? So when you defeat the guy, so your opponent isn't going to feel bad because they already lost, and we just let you do an uppercut.
Looks like someone in Photoshop put that
we had a move
slider
where
up.
Shang Tsung would cut your head off, basically, and you'd fall. And we mocked up having Johnny Cage punch your head off as just an experiment to see if, and it was, everybody responded so much, everybody in the studio responded so much of, like, you know, that is the coolest thing, you get to kill the guy at the very end.
Yeah.
And then we started.
Do you remember seeing that shit for the first time? Like, just seeing that in the arcade for the first time when you're a kid, and you just see something like that in a video game, and you're just like, what the what? It was like the craziest shit, and you're like, how did you do that? And there was like no
animations for that. Kano,
books or anything
grabbing the
that
guy's
had
heart.
it in there.
That was
like,
based on a cliche of like a
only a select
martial arts
few
movie to
people
show you your
knew.
heart before you die and all that. And then Scorpions came along, Sonya's, Sub-Zero's. I remember John Tobias suggesting he tear the guy's head off in the spine, and my first response was, you know, wow, I think that's going too far. And he goes, no, they did it in Predator. It was great.
Yeah.
And so we did that, and that ended up being probably the most iconic one from the first game, is the Sub-Zero's spine rip.
For sure.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character, and which one is like your favorite fatality out of all the characters from the original game?
Oh my
So you decided to start
god,
trading.
the
Better use
ads
plus
and
500.
such.
Because trading with plus 500.
Skip though.
Favorite fatality was, I guess I'd have to pick
Scorpion
Sub-Zero's,
Sub-Zero, yeah.
where he tears the spine,
Those
out
two.
of there. I'm not sure if you'd ask my favorite character is Scorpion, but my favorite fatality is Sub-Zero.
Awesome. Yeah, I really enjoy Sub-Zero. Scorpion is my favorite character of all the game. Yeah, man. And you also did the voice acting for Sub-Zero for many years. How was that, man? Trying to find the right voice just for that character overall for the original game.
Well, it was Scorpion that I did the Get Over Here from, and that was actually based on, we had, the previous game I had worked on was a game called High Impact Football, and that game had a whole bunch of taunts just like that, where the characters would yell at the screen and, I eat quarterbacks for breakfast, and a number of those voices were mine. And so it was just kind of like inspired from that. We just had, this kind of, because Get Over Here, when you think about it, it's not a very like Spectre thing, like something that a Revenant or a Spectre would say. So it was kind of like a tie over from the High Impact Football thing, but people just loved it. It just had this Dan Forden put this like echo on there. Dan Forden. We didn't have professional voice actors at the time, so I was the voice of Scorpion, Liu Kang, Kano, Johnny Cage. A lot of the male voices
on YouTube
were me, and Scorpion just had the most.
From anyone putting videos on YouTube of old Mortal Kombat, he's claiming all the music for Mortal Kombat. It's madness. All those videos that go up, getting all the money. He'd just be like rolling in it.
Memorable.
Just those millions of videos that are just of all the old school Mortal Kombats. He's just claiming all the money for.
Catchphrase. It's been so long since our last game. The last game we put out was Mortal Kombat 11 in 2019. And so there's certainly, I keep forgetting that from the outside in, we haven't given any indication as to what's going on. So there's a very much appreciated build-up and anticipation for what we're doing next. And
it's huge, dude.
While I certainly can't just say, oh, it's this and it's that.
It's ready to explode.
There's no rollout. There's no build-up. There's no campaign, basically, to announce the next game.
There will be.
But I do want to provide some amount of communication with fans, just because complete silence
everything
is got to be aggravating for players who are really anticipating what we're doing next. So I'm trying to find that line, that balance between having fun, teasing a little bit, and actually giving some feedback.
Yeah, I think that's very important to stay in communication as much as possible whenever you get the chance with the community, man, because people are very excited to see what you guys are coming up with next in the future, man. Mortal Kombat to me changed a lot of people's lives, man. Even
my God,
when there was nothing really going on in the early 90s, man, like that was the game that we will go to, like the local spot.
Was the game
in the city, especially
the
for me,
hype,
in New York City.
man.
And I will play that, or in Miami, so I hope you guys continue to do that, man. Just ask me anything, with the fans, and maybe post some more behind the scenes footage from back then. I think that was very important
yes, please.
For the fans.
Yeah. It's. I can tell you that I certainly would like to do a lot more than I'm doing, but for a number of reasons, I have a full-time job, and then also, I really don't want to
get this shit out
we have something
by
really
the end of the year
special that we're working on, and part of the fun is also just the reveal of what we're gonna do next. So.
The reveal. Do you reckon they're just gonna drop something? Are they just gonna drop a game? Like, it's out now. Watch the trailer. This shit is out right now. Go. There has to be a build-up, though. They usually put shit out in April, so... Game Awards, perfect timing for that build-up. 3 months build-up to April. Oh, yeah.
I want to...
perfect timing.
I think people will enjoy it more if they don't know what is coming, and it's a nice,
That's
cool
the thing,
review.
and then all the reactors.
Randomly surprise
are
everyone.
gonna have
Let's
a
go
field
for it.
day.
Now, Ed, this is important.
That's me.
You know, the next 30 years, or let's go with 100 years, the next generation of gamers in the future, man, when they discover
More
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat,
Kombat,
the first
please.
game, and all the other ones, right? What is that you want people to remember Mortal Kombat? Like, why that game is so important for our industry?
I guess in some ways it pioneered a visual. Midway had already
Gave
established
ratings
digitized
to video
characters,
games.
and Mortal Kombat was just like the culmination of all that technology, some really cool ideas, and a fun game, and it has changed so much over the years.
Oh god.
So from my perspective, I'm hoping that Mortal Kombat is remembered kind of like Marvel is or DC is. There's no real
it is though.
Okay, this is the last game. I don't think, we don't think of it as just a video game. Mortal Kombat now is a universe.
Dude, it is far
a range
beyond.
of characters. It's different forms of entertainment, television, movies, video games, books, merchandise, all that stuff. So it's kind of like this universe that I like to think of it as. I've heard the term forever franchise, right? Where it's always going to be around, even if we stop doing games, it'll continue going on just because there's so much vested interest in these. In these characters, the lore, the story, the gameplay, the outrageousness, right? The fatalities are so over the top. So that's what I hope it's remembered as something like a Marvel or a DC, or where it's like its own universe. Really, really study it using take advantage of these free tools that are out there, and make something, right?
Thanks a lot for
thanks, Ed Boon.
And you know what, Ed, I just want to say thank you for being on here at X-Play.
Thanks for being Ed
It's been
Boon.
one of my bucket lists, man, to have you on and for me to interview you, man. As a Latino, I'm very proud to see more Latinos involved in the gaming industry, man. And you changed the game, man. You changed the game from way back,
sure
man. So
did.
thank you for your contribution, man. So thanks, man. It was an honor
Still
having you on.
Well, I appreciate you having me. It was a lot of fun, and
goddamn,
thanks
man.
again.
Yeah, make sure to follow him on Twitter. You never know. You never know when new comes out.
Yeah, them Twitter posts. So yeah, it looks like there ain't much. There ain't much. Uncaged, everyone's pissed about. It's leaked. No. I don't want leaks. Oh god, please. Oh shit. All right, so that's wow. That's it for MK 30th year. Guys, thanks for joining. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to come back, play games for like an hour or something. I'm up to a bit, and I want to stream it because I don't think you guys saw it in my original OG playthrough. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back for the scheduled break. That's not scheduled. It's just how this shit happened. Mortal Kombat 30th years. Congratulations. I'll still be there buying your shit. So keen to hear the news from NetherRealm. Stay with me. I'll be back real soon. But I gotta do this amateur move to bring this up to play the thing. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Yeah.